Hello everyone, welcome to this advanced Pandas tutorial. In this video, we will dive deep into one of the most powerful features of Pandas, pivot tables. Pivot tables are an essential tool for summarizing, analyzing, and reshaping data efficiently. By the end of this tutorial, you will be equipped to handle complex data analysis tasks using pivot tables with multiple aggregations. Let us get started. So, what are pivot tables? Pivot tables allow you to pivot tables allow you to summarize large datasets by reorganizing them into a more meaningful format. They let you calculate aggregates like sums, averages, counts, and many more based on different dimensions of your data, such as categories or region. In Pandas, you can create pivot tables with just one line of code, and they are fully customizable to suit your specific needs. Now, as far as its API is concerned, let us begin with a basic pivot table. Once you have created your data frame, you can simply call df.pivot table, and it it is having several uh, parameters: values, index, columns, and aggregate function. We will see uh, a detailed use of that, and how we can use this particular function to achieve many of our uh, reporting related requirement. Aggregate function, as you see here, as a parameter, you can pass under comma or under quote set of aggregate functions like mean, max, and sum, and all of that. Now our data set here is we have actually uh, region, product, sales, profit, and quantity, right? And we have actually five column data set with these values across region, some product and some sales number. uh, if you see here, by just actually kind of initializing and by creating, we have our um, table, like more like we have region, product, sales, profit, and quantity. Now, on top of these, right, if you wanted to say find out total sum, right, by region and product, right. So what you need to, either you have to actually filter your data, say for by product, and then across region you actually sum your sales, or vice versa, or you use another level of aggregation functions, which could be your group buys or other approach. That's where pivot tables. Uh, so basically, pivot table is important when you are having some several say high frequency, or more frequently used repeated queries on certain views of data, right? So basically, what pivot table helps you is create a view of it which you can refer and answer without running your aggregate queries on the fly every time. So let us take some very simple example. The next example that you are having is sales by region and product, right? So pay close attention. So there are two notations. Either from our Pandas we can call pivot table and then provide the data frame, or you can simply call df.pivot table and then other values, right? So here you are actually having your sales by region. So it means that you are going to do sales by region and product, right? So it means that you are going to do your aggregation on sales. The most important point is the data point on which you are going to do aggregation will be captured under variable value. If there are more, then you can provide them inside a list like notation. Then one of is region and product could be index and another could be columns based on your choice, and you can easily make this uh, without much change to your aggregated data, right? Once you have specified values index and column, you can aggregate you can provide aggregate function which is by name aggfunc, and there whatever is of appropriate. Here we want to actually sum sales by region and product, right? So we have actually called pivot table and then provided a values index column and aggregate function. Now if you print your sales pivot table, if you see, now it is by product and by regions, right? So east, north, south, because these are the only three regions available, and across these we have A, B and C. Now if you see some of the values 500, 600, 7, 400 are okay, some of them are none. So none are the scenarios where you are adding non-existing value to another numeric or something, and so it is coming as undefined. So nothing to worry about. Now just to continue, if you want profit by region and product, now think what you will do. PD dot pivot table, and your values column will become profit, while index and column will take one of those region and product, because you are doing region by product, and then aggregate function still remains to be same, that is your sum. So if you run through it again, you'll get your example. If you see the output below, right? Product by region, by product, ABC, and then you actually get this aggregate. Now, say max profit by region and product, right? What will be the difference here? Your aggregate function will change from sum to max, right? You can see it. Okay. Let us look at some of the multi-level aggregation, right? So multi-level aggregation is what we are talking about. If you want to aggregate across sales and say across profit by region and by product, right? So index is region, column is product, and say you are having multiple aggregation function like sum and mean. So what is happening here is you are now having sales sum, sales mean, profit sum, profit mean. That's what that you can see here on the column part of it, right? And then your region and product are organized accordingly, and now you can see across ABC all these values summed up the way you wanted it, right? So what is important when you have multi-level aggregation, your values and aggregate function has to be appropriately defined. Say now you are having many a time also pivot tables helps you dealing with missing data. So there is an argument called field values, as you see as one of the parameter here, right? So you can actually provide field value to some particular value or whatever is of your choice, and wherever it doesn't find appropriate, whenever it's encountering missing value, it will actually use that automatically. Then there is margin. So you can actually calculate margins, as you see here. You can give it even a name, right? So and then we'll see its uses, right? So say we are doing now pivot table with field value and margins. So your values are sales and profit, index as region, columns as product, aggregate function sum and mean, field value 0, margin is true, and so margin name is giving total, right? So it actually show you this total across region. Since field value is 0, now you can see your ABC is actually now with field appropriately. So you have sales sum, you have sales mean, you have profit sum and profit mean, right? Another one, pivot table with multi-level indexing. So when you want to have multi-level indexing, nothing, so you can actually provide in the index, right? So say you want to have by region by product, right? So you can index it by region by product, and then if you're having sum and mean on sales, it will get reflected as. right? So you can do multi-level, you can do multi-indexing, you can do multi-view aggregation, right? All three are possible. Now, after looking at this pivot table, some typical use cases are, say sales analysis, where you analyze total and average sales across regions and product. You can look at profitability reports, where you can compare profit margins across categories. You can do inventory management, where you can monitor quantiles of products across location, and then from there on it is endless, right? Let us look at some, a couple of quick visualization where, like you have seen the data, with other pandas data frame. Pivot also provides similar, uh, you know, um, uh, sort of visualization around matplot. Here we are actually simply importing our matplotlib and C1 adjacent, and we are saying we are having a pivot table where we are doing region and product region wise product total sales, right? And field value you have actually given is 0, right? So what you can do, this is the figure creation, then there is a heat map, and in the heat map what we are giving, we are simply providing the pivot value, and then annotation, format, cmap, color map, and those kind of things. Then you have set title and so, right? So if you see here, you are having actually the sales, right? um, the if you see, it is having different color pattern, the more darker one, right, the 600s and all. And in a similar way you can look at the other things. In a similar way, you can actually look at some other, visualization. So the one when we're actually having, a bar plot, you can simply call actually a stack diagrams, right? When you are having multi-year cells, grouped and shown together, pie chart. All of the visualization that we have done with, simple data. So with that, we have done a quick coverage of, pivot table. Thanks for joining. See you guys with, other video. Do like and subscribe my channel.